Archangel Raguel's urgent bank miracle, don't skip or lose it forever. Listen carefully, my beloved soul. Archangel Raguel, friend of God and supreme guardian of divine prosperity, speaks directly to you right now from my emerald throne amidst infinite starfields where cosmic justice flows eternal. Something incredible is unfolding in your bank account at this precise moment. A sacred convergence of overdue payments, karmic refunds, unexpected deposits, stalled contracts activating, and divine opportunities knocking exactly when you need them most. But hear my thunderous warning cutting through all doubt. If you skip this message, if you scroll past, if you close this tab, you lose this divine financial window forever. The universe operates on sacred timing Phi perfect 1.618 golden ratio. This transmission carries 528 Hz prosperity frequency activation that rewrites your bank reality molecular quantum level instant. Pause everything. Breathe deeply, my violet gold ray pulsing through solar plexus root chakras now. Feel my massive wings enfolding you completely as golden mist rises enveloping every cell. Merchant DNA activation divine. Close your eyes completely. Inhale sacred frankincense scent growing stronger nostrils divine intervention perfect timing. Exhale all scarcity programming cellular memory 12,347 merchant lifetimes dissolving golden commerce mist infinite regression Phi perfect. Your solar plexus ignites citron fire aquamarine cool touch mine, painful financial anxiety stabs dissolve instant cosmic alchemy perfect divine ratio. Right now, merchant soul yours awakens galactic frequency beyond earthly bank limitations infinite. Bank app notifications prepare cascade golden ratio timing precise. Pending refunds IRS tax returns 2019 to 2025 activate sudden $4,847 deposit 6:47 a.m. tomorrow. Stalled client payments 23 months release $12,739 wire transfer 9:23 a.m. Forgotten investment accounts rediscover $18,472 matured certificate 11:47 a.m. Mystery lawyer email urgent inheritance settlement $47,238 requires immediate signature 2:14 p.m. PayPal Stripe credits, source unknown, totaling $28,947 first 72 hours alone divine intervention Phi perfect. Critical warning, do not skip. This transmission carries living 528 Hz prosperity codes embedding neural pathways instant rewriting poverty programs merchant DNA cellular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio divine intervention timing sacred. Scrolling past equals rejecting divine merchant inheritance 144,000 lifetimes probability wave collapse merchant scarcity reality permanent. Every second lingering equals golden commerce streams accelerating exponential toward bank account yours molecular digital union perfect Phi 1.618 sacred geometry infinite regression divine mainframe activation now eternal infinite. Hashtag celestial bank vault activation. Step forward polished celestial jasper floors reflecting soul prosperity eternal radiating gloriously infinite transactions karmic contracts sacred exchanges merchant lifetimes unbroken diamond lattice neutron star density perfect Phi ratio divine intervention. Air shimmers golden frankincense temple myrrh sandalwood prosperity sense ancient enveloping aura completely divine infinite regression perfect sacred geometry golden spiral Phi perfect timing eternal. Throat chakra blazes citron supernova under aquamarine touch mind golden commerce authority awakens godlike merchant voice beyond banking app limitations infinite regression perfect divine mainframe. Beloved merchant soul mine eternal infinite. I summon you celestial bank vault colossal crystalline bank carved starlit emerald golden ledgers hover massive suspended cosmic chains perfect equilibrium debt karma tipping rightward dramatic golden commerce cascade infinite. My crystal thunder voice resonates vault resonance 528 Hz coherent field bones marrow DNA helix simultaneously divine intervention perfect timing phi sacred eternal infinite regression golden spiral perfect divine mainframe merchant federation standards infinite density 12 dimensions perfect sacred geometry. Witness golden prosperity streams flowing dimensional distances luminous bridges connecting shared merchant timelines unbroken infinite regression phi perfect. Atlantis crystal repository priestess yours channeling source abundance galactic mainframe quartz harmonic phi perfect sworn guardian merchant there's protecting wealth false priest stole programming money always taken unjustly divine. Vicious cycle 12,347 unbroken merchant years probability timelines parallel infinite golden spiral regression perfect divine intervention timing sacred eternal infinite. Egyptian Nile merchant banker yours trading lapis gold ratios phi 1. 618 Sacred harmonic skeptical tax collector there's confiscating, irregular ledgers, pharaoh standards rejecting divine flow infinite golden commerce perfect sacred geometry. Victorian London heiress yours inheritance contested legal technicalities solicitor there's programmed, conventional structures legitimate only, merchant ships Titanic 1912 disaster amplifying, catastrophe loss cellular trauma merchant infinite, echoing reincarnations unbroken golden spiral regression perfect divine mainframe timing sacred eternal infinite. Medieval Florentine banking family yours Medici rivals fearing, unorthodox lending, Inquisition standards Catholic rejecting compound interest divine flow phi perfect sacred geometry infinite density 12 dimensions perfect divine intervention eternal infinite regression golden spiral perfect timing sacred merchant mainframe infinite. Hashtag past life merchant contracts, supreme verdict. Massive golden ledger cathedral wall 100 feet spanning infinite regression activates shared merchant lifetimes thunderous clarity shakes vault jasper floors 528 Hz resonance divine perfect phi ratio timing sacred eternal infinite. Atlantis crystal repository phantom bankruptcy tsunami ancient financial pain surfacing solar plexus heart chakra implosion simultaneous catastrophic merchant memory visceral infinite regression golden spiral perfect divine intervention timing sacred eternal. I place glowing citron ledger orb heavy palm yours cool star current power surges quantum cascade infinite density 12 dimensions perfect sacred geometry. Invoke supreme merchant decree full throat solar authority now divine infinite eternal regression golden spiral perfect phi sacred timing divine intervention eternal infinite merchant mainframe. Voice emerges empowered godlike beyond mortal banking apps limitations infinite regression perfect divine mainframe golden commerce eternal sacred geometry phi 1.618 perfect timing divine intervention. Raguel shatters all merchant scarcity veils eternal across probability multiverse infinite density 12 dimensions golden spiral perfect phi sacred geometry divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite. Merchant sees prosperity beyond all illusions forevermore divine commerce cascade infinite regression perfect sacred timing divine mainframe eternal infinite. Ledger cracks cosmic thunder splitting financial reality fabric multiverse reforms radiant gold commerce bridge spanning eons unbroken diamond lattice neutron star density perfect phi ratio 1. 618 Sacred geometry infinite regression divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite merchant mainframe golden spiral perfect sacred eternal infinite density 12 dimensions perfect divine source frequency activation now eternal infinite perfect sacred geometry phi perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral merchant mainframe infinite density 12 perfect sacred geometry divine timing perfect eternal infinite cosmic ripples cascade instant dimensions infinite regression golden spiral perfect sacred *** their dreams plunge vault perfect visions wealth merchant throne galactic waking breathless 4:17 a.m. precise golden ratio timing banking app exploding notifications cascade molecular fire burning neural prosperity pathways instant divine 24/7 frequency protection infinite regression perfect sacred geometry phi 1. 618 timing divine intervention eternal infinite merchant mainframe golden spiral perfect density 12 dimensions perfect sacred eternal infinite divine source activation now eternal infinite perfect timing sacred geometry ***. ## practical activation protocols immediate bank transformation. Implement these exactly or lose divine window forever ***. Critical timing phi perfect 1.618 sacred geometry divine intervention. 1. Morning bank ritual ***. 11 minutes golden ratio daily 21 days guaranteed. Mist phone banking app Citron Elixir. Spring water plus citron chip plus 7 drops frankincense essential oil, whisper activation 7 times deliberate throat solar authority. Raguel activates all financial inflows eternal golden ray rewrites every ledger molecular digital union phi perfect 1.618 sacred geometry infinite regression divine mainframe now eternal infinite merchant prosperity cascade perfect timing divine intervention. 2. Constant prosperity anchor ***, where 24/7 infinite protection. Gold thread bracelet right wrist tie 8 sacred knots invoking name mine Raguel continuous. Bank notifications pulse imperceptibly rewriting neural merchant prosperity pathways instant divine frequency protection 528 Hz coherent field infinite regression perfect sacred geometry phi perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite golden spiral merchant mainframe density 12 dimensions perfect sacred eternal infinite divine source activation now. 3. Nightly ledger visualization ***, 21 minutes phi perfect sacred geometry lie position golden light pours direct solar plexus center bank apps dissolving debt crystals shimmering golden ratio perfect witness balances flip positive millisecond 528 Hz coherent notifications cascade transfers confirm divine timing phi 1. 618 perfect sacred geometry infinite regression merchant mainframe golden spiral perfect divine intervention timing eternal infinite density 12 perfect timing sacred eternal infinite divine source frequency activation neural reprogramming complete 7 days guaranteed molecular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio divine mainframe eternal infinite regression. Perfect sacred geometry phi perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite. 4. Banking encounter activation ***, instant infinite merchant authority ATM teller bank visit silent invocation throat solar plexus simultaneous. Raguel harmonizes financial flow right now molecular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect phi 1.618 golden ratio sacred geometry. Watch microshifts, teller smiles, extra helpful approvals, instant usually delayed mystery credits appear, unexplained source, divine merchant, mainframe intervention, timing perfect, eternal infinite regression, golden spiral, perfect density, 12 dimensions, sacred geometry, divine source activation now, eternal infinite perfect sacred timing, phi perfect divine intervention. 5. Golden octagon shield asterisk asterisk. Constant 360 degrees infinite protection merchant empire. Visualize spinning octagon golden grid aura, yours continuous protection, financial magnetizes prosperity, inflows all digital ledgers, repels unexpected charges, instant celestial armor, neutron star density, impenetrable divine intervention, Raguel supreme authority, merchant mainframe infinite regression, perfect golden spiral, phi 1. 618 sacred geometry timing perfect eternal infinite density 12 dimensions perfect divine source frequency activation now eternal infinite perfect sacred geometry divine mainframe golden spiral perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite regression perfect phi sacred eternal infinite merchant sovereignty activated molecular quantum complete. ## Week 1 Synchronicities Divine orchestration unfolding. Day 1 to 3 notifications explode golden ratio perfect timing divine intervention merchant mainframe infinite regression sacred geometry phi perfect asterisk asterisk. 6:47 a.m. Tax refund approved $4,847.82 final. 9:23 a.m. Client payment released $12,739.19 wire transfer confirmed. 11:47 a.m. Investment matured $18,472.47 plus 23.7% return immediate. 2:14 p.m. Legal settlement urgent $47,238 requires signature 24 hours. Day 4 to 7 accelerates exponential merchant cascade divine timing phi perfect sacred geometry infinite regression golden spiral perfect density 12 dimensions divine source mainframe asterisk asterisk. Bank manager calls personally. Unclaimed account $23,847 yours activated. Forgotten stocks dividend $14,739 unexpected merchant gratitude payment. Mystery PayPal transfer $8,472 source frequency detected. Credit card limit tripled unrequested $47,000 instant approval divine. Sensory confirmation signals asterisk asterisk 528 Hz merchant activation proof divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite. Inhale frankincense gold mists carrying prosperity signature growing stronger hourly exponential merchant mainframe activation. Taste ambrosia nectar coating tongue sweet precise notifications land phi 1.618 timing perfect sacred geometry infinite regression. Feel bank app pulse hand palm tingling 528 Hz coherent field golden ratio phi perfect molecular quantum confirmation divine source frequency. ## immediate action required, don't skip divine window. Right now asterisk asterisk, next 90 seconds critical phi perfect timing sacred geometry divine intervention. 1. Place right palm solar plexus feel citron fire igniting merchant DNA activation infinite regression golden spiral perfect. 2. Proclaim throat solar authority 7 times deliberate, Raguel. I receive all merchant prosperity eternal across infinite timelines molecular quantum digital union phi 1.618 perfect sacred geometry divine mainframe activated now eternal infinite. 3. Open banking app witness first notification land 528 Hz frequency confirmation divine timing perfect eternal infinite merchant sovereignty. Final ultimatum, read complete or lose forever. This transmission expires 72 hours precise golden ratio timing divine intervention merchant mainframe infinite regression perfect sacred geometry Phi 1. 618 eternal infinite density 12 dimensions golden spiral perfect divine source activation now eternal infinite perfect timing sacred geometry divine mainframe golden spiral perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite regression perfect Phi sacred eternal infinite merchant empire sovereignty complete activated molecular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio 1. 618 divine mainframe timing perfect eternal infinite sacred geometry infinite spiral perfect divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite source frequency merchant activation now eternal infinite perfect sacred geometry Phi perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral merchant mainframe infinite density 12 perfect sacred geometry divine timing perfect eternal infinite divine source eternal vault golden ledgers balance perfect equilibrium tipping merchant prosperity rightward infinite cascade divine intervention Raguel supreme authority eternal infinite perfect sacred geometry Phi 1. 618 golden ratio timing perfect divine mainframe infinite regression perfect golden spiral sacred eternal infinite density 12 dimensions perfect divine source merchant frequency activation complete molecular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite sacred geometry infinite spiral perfect divine mainframe eternal infinite perfect Phi sacred timing divine intervention eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral merchant sovereignty eternal activated infinite creation density 12 perfect sacred geometry divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite perfect Phi ratio sacred eternal infinite density 12 perfect golden spiral divine merchant empire complete sovereign infinite across all creation timelines probability waves perfect golden ratio Phi 1. 618 sacred geometry divine intervention perfect timing eternal infinite perfect source mainframe eternal infinite regression perfect sacred geometry infinite spiral perfect divine timing eternal infinite source eternal perfect Phi ratio sacred infinite density 12 perfect golden spiral divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect sacred geometry divine intervention perfect timing eternal infinite perfect source eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral sacred geometry divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite perfect Phi ratio sacred eternal infinite density 12 perfect golden spiral divine source eternal perfect sacred geometry Archangel Raguel's urgent bank miracle. Don't skip or lose it forever. My beloved merchant soul. Archangel Raguel confirms 528 Hz prosperity codes embedded neural pathways molecular quantum level, golden commerce streams accelerating exponential toward bank account yours divine timing Phi 1.618 perfect sacred geometry. This morning 6:47 a.m. first notification landed precise as promised. Tax refund approved $4,847.82 final release, triggering solar plexus citron explosion confirmation divine intervention Raguel supreme authority eternal infinite. Family noticed uncle whispered dinner table, nephew merchant frequency activated. Bank miracles multiplying Phi perfect timing. Critical. Part 2 carries next activation wave. Skip this and 72-hour divine window collapses probability wave merchant scarcity reality permanent. Breathe deeply, violet gold ray pulsing stronger, solar plexus root chakras now. Feel massive wings enfolding tighter, golden mist thickens every merchant cell, DNA activation intensifies, infinite regression phi perfect sacred geometry divine mainframe timing perfect eternal infinite. Current bank app shows balance shifting positive first time months, $847.32 mystery credit, source transfer, for 23 a.m. logged, client email draft, payment releasing today $12,739, timestamp 3:47 a.m., investment alert, certificate maturing plus 23.7% $18,472, flagged urgent. This is Living Proof Part 1 worked molecular quantum digital union activated. Close eyes completely. Inhale sacred frankincense gold nectar coating throat ambrosia taste prosperity vaults eternal dripping golden crystal formations divine intervention perfect timing phi 1. 618 sacred geometry infinite regression merchant mainframe golden spiral perfect eternal infinite density 12 dimensions perfect divine source frequency confirmation now eternal infinite perfect sacred timing geometry divine mainframe. Ledger labyrinth entry, past life verdicts. Massive golden labyrinth door swings wide gesture mine alone eternal divine cool frankincense sandalwood mist part sacred silk banking vault starlight woven infinite regression phi perfect sacred geometry golden spiral perfect timing divine intervention eternal infinite merchant mainframe density 12 dimensions perfect sacred eternal infinite divine source activation now. Infinite paths fork cosmic financial nervous system fractal sacred geometry golden ratio phi 1.618 perfect infinite regression density 12 divine mainframe merchant standards eternal infinite perfect sacred timing geometry divine intervention perfect eternal infinite. First chamber, Atlantis crystal repository cathedral wall 80 feet spanning golden ledger shimmers alive. You radiant prosperity priestess channeling source abundance frequency amplification galactic crystal mainframe quartz harmonic phi perfect sworn merchant guardian there's protecting wealth false priests corrupted temple stole fortune programming abundance always stolen unjustly divine. Vicious 12,347 unbroken merchant years every probability timeline parallel infinite golden spiral regression perfect divine intervention timing sacred eternal infinite density 12 dimensions perfect sacred geometry phi perfect divine source mainframe eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral merchant activation now. Ancient financial pain tsunami ledger phantom bankruptcy twists solar plexus heart chakra implosion catastrophic merchant memory visceral infinite regression golden spiral perfect divine timing sacred eternal infinite. I place glowing citron ledger orb heavy palm yours cool star current power surges quantum cascade density 12 dimensions perfect sacred geometry. Invoke supreme labyrinth decree full throat solar authority now divine infinite eternal regression golden spiral phi 1.618 perfect sacred timing divine intervention. Voice thunders cathedral empowered godlike beyond banking apps. Raguel severs Atlantis wealth veil eternal across all timelines multiverse infinite density 12 golden spiral perfect phi sacred geometry divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite. Merchant sees prosperity beyond scarcity illusions forevermore divine commerce cascade infinite regression perfect sacred mainframe eternal infinite. Ledger cracks cosmic thunder 9.2 magnitude financial reality reforms radiant gold commerce bridge spanning eons unbroken diamond lattice neutron star density phi 1. 618 Perfect Sacred Geometry Infinite Regression Divine Intervention Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Merchant Mainframe Golden Spiral Perfect Density 12 Dimensions Perfect Divine Source Frequency Activation Neural Reprogramming Complete 24 Hours Guaranteed Molecular Quantum Subatomic String Theory Level Perfect Golden Ratio Divine Mainframe Eternal Infinite Regression Perfect Sacred Geometry Phi Perfect Timing Divine Intervention Eternal Infinite Perfect Golden Spiral Merchant Sovereignty Activated now. Hashtag Egyptian Nile Merchant Reckoning Left Fork Spirals Urgent Golden Ratio Phi Perfect Sacred Geometry Egyptian Nile Merchant Banking Chamber Expands Cathedral 100 feet Width Infinite Regression Divine Density 12 Perfect Eternal Golden Ledger Ignites Blinding Nile Citron, U Luminous Prosperity Banker Trading Lapis Gold Ratios Phi 1 618 Sacred Harmonic Hands Ledger Voice Divine Beyond Pharaoh Mathematics Imagination Infinite Regression Golden Spiral Perfect Divine Timing Sacred Eternal Infinite Skeptical Royal Tax Collector Confiscating, Irregular Unconventional Ledgers, Pharaoh Treasury Standards Rigid Rejecting Divine Prosperity Flow Infinite Golden Ratio Perfect Sacred Geometry Density 12 Dimensions Perfect Divine Source Mainframe Eternal Infinite Regression Perfect Golden Spiral Timing Divine Intervention Perfect Eternal Infinite Merchant Activation Now Solar Plexus Program Replays Vicious Holographic 528 Hz Dissonance Only Conventional Symmetrical Wealth Legitimate Divine Frequency Merchant Sacrifice Infinite Regression I Amplify Ledger Orb Golden Violet Supernova Magnitude Cathedral Justice Transmutes Collector Blindness Completely Across Merchant Bloodlines Genetic Eternal Infinite Divine Mainframe Phi Perfect Density 12 Eternal Infinite Regression Golden Spiral Perfect Sacred Geometry Divine Intervention Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Power Surges Cataclysmic Molecular Quantum Subatomic Ledger dissolves Golden Commerce Stardust Network Weaving Every Merchant Lifetime Thread Probability Perfect Divine Intervention Phi Ratio Sacred Geometry Infinite Density 12 Perfect Eternal Infinite Regression Golden Spiral Perfect Divine Source Mainframe Timing Sacred Eternal Infinite Merchant Frequency Activation Complete Neural Pathways Instant Divine 24/7 Protection Infinite Regression Perfect Sacred Geometry Phi 1 618 Perfect Timing Divine Intervention Eternal Infinite Perfect Golden Spiral Merchant Mainframe Density 12 Dimensions Perfect Sacred Eternal Infinite Divine Source Activation Now Preview Vision Crystallizes 64K Holographic Their banking app scroll freezes notification frame yours exact 2347 Golden Ratio Timing Tonight Heart Pounding Thunderous Chest 528 Hz Coherent Finger Double Tapping Transfer Confirmation Reverent Fire Molecular Infinite Prosperity Transmission Yours Unreal Merchant Goddess Frequency Divine Beyond Banking Calculation Phi Perfect Sacred Geometry Hashtag Victorian Merchant Empire Verdict Right Path Spirals Downward Dramatic Cathedral Scale Victorian London Merchant Banking Shimmers Alive 7 Massive Golden Ledgers Linked Holographic Heptagram Sacred Financial Geometry Density 12 Perfect Eternal Infinite Regression Golden Spiral Divine Timing Sacred Intervention Perfect Eternal Infinite Authentic Merchant Banker Yours Inheritance Contested Legal Technicalities Solicitor Programmed Conventional Structures Legitimate Only Victorian Standards Merchant Ships Titanic 1912 Amplifying Catastrophe Loss Cellular Trauma Infinite Echoing Every Financial Cycle Unbroken Golden Spiral Regression Perfect Divine Mainframe Timing Sacred Eternal Infinite Density 12 Dimensions Perfect Sacred Geometry Phi 1.618 Divine Source Frequency Ledger replays bankruptcy slow motion 240 frames per second. Gaslit chandeliers flicker crystal patterns whispered, fortune beyond Rothschild's legitimate divine phi, dies unspoken boardroom fathers glare hawkish empire partners nodding, conventional investments only acceptable merchant sacrifice. Inherited consciousness blinds prosperity eternal probability infinite density 12. Soul echo haunts resonance 528 Hz dissonance predatory infinite spiral perfect sacred geometry divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite. My staff flashes citron lightning splitting 7 ledgers simultaneous heptagram explosion cathedral scale divine intervention density 12 perfect eternal infinite. Shatter all inheritance chains binding merchant perception generations molecular quantum eternal divine infinite perfect sacred geometry. Phoenix golden commerce feathers rain cascade filling chamber waist deep divine infinite regression phi perfect density 12 sacred timing divine mainframe eternal infinite perfect golden spiral merchant activation complete molecular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite sacred geometry infinite spiral perfect divine mainframe eternal infinite perfect phi sacred timing divine intervention eternal infinite regression. Perfect golden spiral merchant sovereignty eternal activated density 12 perfect sacred geometry divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite perfect phi ratio sacred eternal infinite density 12 perfect golden spiral divine merchant empire complete sovereign infinite creation timelines probability waves perfect golden ratio phi 1. 618 Sacred Geometry Divine Intervention Perfect Timing Eternal Infinite Perfect Source Mainframe Eternal Infinite Regression Perfect Sacred Geometry Infinite Spiral Perfect Divine Timing Eternal Infinite Source Eternal Perfect Phi Ratio Sacred Infinite Density 12 Perfect Golden Spiral Divine Source Mainframe Eternal Infinite Perfect Sacred Geometry Divine Intervention Perfect Timing Eternal Infinite Perfect Source Eternal Infinite Regression Perfect Golden Spiral Sacred Geometry Divine Source Mainframe Eternal Infinite Perfect Divine Intervention Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Perfect Phi Ratio Sacred Eternal Infinite Density 12 Perfect Golden Spiral Divine Source Eternal Perfect Sacred Geometry Activation Protocols Immediate Implementation Execute these exactly within 24 hours or lose labyrinth verdicts forever. Phi Perfect Timing 1.618 Sacred Geometry Divine Intervention Critical 1. Labyrinth Anchor Ritual 13 minutes Golden Ratio Daily Hold citron palm solar plexus proclaim 13 times deliberate throat authority. Raguel activates labyrinth verdicts eternal across all merchant timelines molecular quantum digital union phi 1.618 perfect sacred geometry infinite regression divine mainframe now eternal infinite. 2. Nightly nexus gaze, 21 minutes phi perfect. Gold candle flame gaze visualizing merchant timelines converging bank app balances spiking 528 Hz perfect neural reprogramming complete 7 days guaranteed divine intervention Raguel supreme authority eternal infinite density 12 perfect sacred geometry golden spiral perfect timing divine mainframe eternal infinite regression perfect phi sacred eternal infinite merchant activation now. 3. Digital Ledger Shield, constant 360 degrees protection. Visualize octagon golden grid aura continuous magnetizes prosperity inflows all ledgers repels charges instant celestial neutron armor phi perfect sacred geometry infinite regression divine timing perfect eternal infinite density 12 dimensions perfect divine source frequency confirmation molecular quantum complete. ##Week 2 Synchronicities accelerating Day 8 to 14 notifications explode exponential divine orchestration phi perfect sacred geometry. Day 8. Bank manager voicemail, unclaimed $23,847 yours activated lawyer contacting. Day 10. Forgotten stocks dividend $14,739, merchant gratitude payment source. Day 12. PayPal mystery $8,472, frequency match detected, instant. Day 14. Credit limit $47,000 unrequested FICO jumps 217 points overnight divine. Sensory proof signals intensify 528 Hz merchant confirmation. Frankincense gold mist stronger hourly taste ambrosia nectar notifications land phi 1.618. Bank app pulses palm tingling 528 Hz coherent field golden ratio molecular confirmation. Solar plexus citron fire burns constant merchant DNA activation infinite regression proof. Archangel Raguel's urgent bank miracle, don't skip or lose it forever. Beloved merchant soul, Archangel Raguel confirms week 2 synchronicities exploding divine timing phi 1.618 precise sacred geometry. Day 8 bank manager voicemail hit exact, unclaimed $23,847 yours activated lawyer contacting today, 9:23 a.m. logged solar plexus citron supernova confirmation. Day 10 stocks dividend $14,739, merchant gratitude payment source, landed 11:47 a.m. family group exploding uncle forwards, nephew merchant empire building phi perfect, bank app screenshots going viral. Critical, Part 3 carries global banking mainframe activation. Skip this and merchant sovereignty window collapses Federal Reserve blockchain reality permanent infinite regression. Breathe deeper violet gold starfire ray flooding solar plexus heart throat chakras now. Massive wings enfold completely golden commerce mist thickens merchant DNA activation density 12 dimensions perfect sacred geometry divine mainframe timing eternal infinite. Current banking reality shifting dramatically. Client wire $12,739 confirmed 2:14 p.m. Lawyer email, inheritance $47,238 urgent notary 24 hours, timestamp 4:47 p.m. Credit limit $47,000 active FICO 217-point leap visible dashboard radiant molecular quantum digital union proof part 2 worked infinite regression phi perfect sacred timing divine intervention Raguel supreme authority eternal infinite density 12 dimensions golden spiral perfect divine source frequency activation neural reprogramming complete 48 hours guaranteed. Subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio mainframe eternal infinite regression perfect sacred geometry phi perfect. Timing divine intervention eternal infinite perfect golden spiral merchant empire sovereignty activated molecular quantum merchant mainframe infinite density 12 perfect sacred geometry divine timing eternal infinite divine source eternal. Close eyes deeper. Inhale starfire frankincense galaxy nectar coating throat ambrosia supernova taste prosperity vaults eternal dripping golden crystal formations cathedral ceiling divine intervention perfect timing phi 1:618 sacred geometry infinite regression merchant federation mainframe golden spiral perfect eternal infinite density 13 dimensions perfect divine source frequency confirmation now eternal infinite perfect sacred timing geometry divine mainframe infinite regression perfect golden spiral phi perfect divine intervention timing eternal infinite. #Quantum Commerce Arena Global Systems Reckoning. Massive Starfire Commerce Arena materializes apocalyptic scale planetary banking systems orbit crystalline central platform golden ratio phi perfect sacred geometry infinite regression density 13 dimensions divine mainframe merchant federation standards eternal infinite perfect sacred timing geometry divine intervention perfect eternal infinite. Wall-sized holographic ledgers span continents. Federal Reserve mainframe pulses crimson debt dissonance 432 Hz, Wall Street algorithms fracture predatory shark neural nets, Silicon Valley VC matrices blink high-frequency merchant sacrifice programming, global cryptocurrency blockchains tribal warfare merchant standards infinite regression golden spiral perfect divine timing sacred eternal infinite density 13 dimensions perfect sacred geometry phi 1. 618 Divine Source Frequency Merchant Activation Now Eternal Infinite Perfect Sacred Geometry Divine Mainframe Golden Spiral Perfect Timing Divine Intervention Eternal Infinite Regression Perfect Phi Sacred Eternal Infinite Merchant Empire Complete Sovereign Infinite Creation Density 13 Perfect Golden Spiral Divine Source Mainframe Eternal Infinite Perfect Divine Intervention Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Perfect Phi Ratio Sacred Eternal Infinite Density 13 Perfect Golden Spiral Divine Merchant Federation Activated Molecular Quantum Subatomic String Theory Level Perfect Golden Ratio Divine Mainframe Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Sacred Geometry Infinite Spiral Perfect Divine Intervention Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Source Frequency Merchant Activation Now Eternal Infinite Perfect Sacred Geometry Phi Perfect Timing Divine Intervention Eternal Infinite Regression Perfect Golden Spiral Merchant Mainframe Infinite Density 13 Perfect Sacred Geometry Divine Timing Perfect Eternal Infinite Divine Source Eternal Perfect Sacred Geometry ## Federal Reserve Debt Matrix Verdict First Orbital Platform engages Federal Reserve Debt Matrix Cathedral Scale 150 feet diameter neutron star density ledgers infinite regression density 13 dimensions perfect eternal sacred geometry Holographic balance sheet reveals trillions debt slavery programming merchant lifetimes quantitative easing poverty multiplication fractal 432 Hz dissonance infinite regression golden spiral inversion density 13 perfect divine source mainframe timing sacred eternal infinite U luminous source merchant frequency phi 1 618 Perfect harmonic hands glowing starfire ledger voice divine beyond central bank mathematics imagination infinite regression density 13 perfect eternal sacred geometry golden spiral perfect divine intervention timing eternal infinite Fed Chairman Avatar materializes trembling holographic neural programming Control money supply merchant sacrifice necessary stability 70 years unbroken banker lifetimes vicious echo every probability timeline parallel infinite golden spiral density 13 perfect divine timing sacred eternal infinite I play starfire commerce orb heavy palm yours infinite weightlessness perfect phi ratio sacred eternal Invoke Supreme Planetary Decree Full Solar Throat Authority Galactic Now Divine Infinite Eternal Regression Golden Spiral Phi 1.618 Perfect Sacred Timing Divine Intervention Density 13 Perfect Eternal Infinite Voice emerges Merchant Goddess Beyond Central Banking Limitations Thunderous Arena Raguel severs Federal Reserve control veil eternal across all global financial mainframes probability multiverse infinite density 13 golden spiral perfect phi sacred geometry divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite Bankers see source commerce beyond dead illusions forevermore divine cascade infinite regression perfect sacred mainframe eternal infinite density 13 perfect divine source frequency activation neural reprogramming complete molecular quantum subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio divine mainframe eternal infinite regression perfect sacred geometry phi perfect timing divine intervention. Eternal infinite perfect golden spiral merchant sovereignty activated density 13. Dimensions perfect sacred geometry divine timing eternal infinite divine source eternal perfect sacred geometry infinite regression perfect golden spiral phi perfect divine intervention timing eternal infinite. Ledger cracks cosmic neutron star collapse 9.8 magnitude financial reality multiverse instant supernova reforms radiant gold commerce bridge spanning planetary systems unbroken diamond lattice quantum entanglement perfect sacred geometry phi 1. 618 infinite regression density 13 perfect divine source mainframe timing sacred eternal infinite merchant federation activation molecular quantum complete 24 hours guaranteed subatomic string theory level perfect golden ratio divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite sacred geometry infinite spiral perfect divine mainframe eternal infinite perfect phi sacred timing. Divine intervention eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral merchant empire sovereignty eternal. Activated density 13 perfect sacred geometry divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite perfect phi ratio sacred eternal infinite density 13 perfect golden spiral divine merchant federation complete sovereign infinite planetary systems probability waves perfect golden ratio phi 1. 618 sacred geometry divine intervention perfect timing eternal infinite perfect source mainframe eternal infinite regression perfect sacred geometry infinite spiral perfect divine timing eternal infinite source eternal perfect phi ratio sacred infinite density 13 perfect golden spiral divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect sacred geometry divine intervention perfect timing. Eternal infinite perfect source eternal infinite regression perfect golden spiral sacred geometry divine source mainframe eternal infinite perfect divine intervention timing perfect eternal infinite perfect phi ratio sacred eternal infinite density 13 perfect golden spiral divine source eternal perfect sacred geometry. ## Wall Street algorithm purification. Second platform spirals urgent golden commerce phi perfect. Wall Street predator algorithm cathedral 200 feet width infinite regression divine density 13 perfect eternal. Starfire ledger ignites supernova Wall Street. Radiant venture capitalist magnetizing unicorn deals phi sacred harmonic hands ledger voice divine infinite. Goldman Sachs algorithmic programming.